Hey everyone, it's Lisa Park from savingcentbycent.com. Today I want to share with you money saving and time saving tips to help you lower your grocery costs. I've had a bunch of people ask me about this, and so I thought I'd get on and give you my top 10 tips. So first of all, when people do ask me like how is it that I can save money on groceries, the number one tip that I give them that's probably going to save them the most money is to meal plan. So when you meal plan, you're going to save money and time because you won't be running to the grocery store multiple times a week to grab food. It will save you time also because then you'll know what you're going to be eating for dinner that night, and you won't have to spend 15-20 minutes trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to have for dinner? So definitely meal plan. So the way I meal plan is I do 2 weeks worth of meals. I keep it really simple, and I just put on a piece of paper meals that we want to make for 2 weeks. Now I don't put a day by each meal. I want to be able to have that flexibility to be able to walk over. I put this on my fridge, so I walk over there and I say, okay, what are we going to have for dinner today? If I need something really simple, then I'll choose a simple meal. If I'm just feeling like making something else, then I'll do that. But I have at least my 2 weeks worth of meals that I know that I've got all the items for those meals to be able to make those meals. So that's kind of how we do it. And most families, they make the same 10 meals that their family enjoys. They make those every month. And so keep a running tally of those, or keep a running tally of those meals that you want to make for your family, that your family loves, and just keep adding them to your meal plan every few weeks. And then just, keep it simple, keep your meals simple. If you have simple meals and not extravagant ones, the extravagant ones are items that you wouldn't necessarily have in your pantry all the time. So just keep it simple, and this is going to help you a lot with saving money on your groceries. Tip number 2, to use the items that you have in your pantry, fridge, and freezer. So as you begin to meal plan, walk over to your pantry, look through it, look through your fridge, look through your freezer, find out what items that need to be used up before they go bad, and then incorporate those into your meal plans. So tip number 3 is to use the grocery store flyers and sales. So right here, we've got, these come in the mail, and so you want to make sure to look at the front page and then also the back page. Now, you don't really need to look through the middle. So the way grocery stores work is they have what's called loss leaders. So these items on the front page, so the front page and the back page, they actually lose money on these items because they're trying to get people in the store. And so they know that once you're in the store, you're going to buy more things while you're there. You're probably going to throw more things in your cart. So, but stick with what's on sale on the front and back pages. Those are what's going to save you money. And if you can, if your budget allows it, buy more than just one item. So if you know that the pasta sauce is on sale, then, and you can afford it, then buy 2 or 3 or 4, and you'll have those ready and in your pantry for other times, and you just save money because they were on sale. But only do it if it's in your grocery budget, and not because if you just buy stuff and go past your grocery budget, then you're not helping yourself at all. So stick with that. Let's see. So if something's on sale, say like chicken's on sale, then I look through my list of what I like to make, and I would make chicken ranch tacos. If pasta sauce was on sale, of course I would make pasta that week. So those are just kind of some things to keep in mind when you're looking at the sales flyers. And then also when you're looking at sales flyers and when you're in the store, buy produce when it's on sale, when it's in season. Just this last week, I went to the grocery store and I was looking at strawberries, but they were over $4 per pound. And so I just walked right past them and I went and bought some other stuff that was more in season. So make sure to stick with that. Tip number 4 is to make a grocery list. And after you make the grocery list, stick with that list when you're at the grocery store. Avoid impulse buys where you just throw additional things into your cart. Just stick with that grocery list, and that's going to save you a lot of money. With my grocery list, I type mine up on the computer, and then I print it off and I take it with me. And according to the layout of the store, the aisles, I'll write down the things. So I'll make sure all the dairy is together, any of the meat stuff is together. So that way I'm going up and down the aisles that I need to, and I'm not running back and forth because I missed something. So it will save you time just not having to keep running all through the store. You stay consistent aisle by aisle. So let's see. Oh, the other thing you can do is while you're grocery shopping is to keep a running tally of how much you are spending. So for instance, if cheese is like $6.99, then in your phone on the calculator put like $7 or $7.50 to include tax. And keep that tally every time that you put something in your cart. Just add it to your phone, so that way when you get to checkout, you know exactly how much money you're going to be spending, and it won't be a surprise to you. So, okay, so that's tip number 4. Make a grocery list and stick to it. Tip number 5. Pick a good time to shop and avoid the busy hours. I know that sometimes that can be hard. You just go when you go, you go when you can go, which is understandable. But if you can, go at a non-busy hour, because then you'll save time and be able to get through the store more quickly. You won't have to stand in the long grocery checkout lines. And also, if you can, leave your children at home. I know this is hard. Many times I've had to take my children grocery shopping, and it's a little bit more challenging. They usually want things. They want to add extra things into the cart. Sometimes they get fussy or cranky, so it will save you time if you're able to just leave your kids home with your spouse or a babysitter. But I understand that you can't always do that, so you just do the best that you can. All right, tip number 6. So when you're in the grocery store, the items that are on eye level are usually more expensive. So look at the top of the shelves, look at the bottom of the shelves. That's where the deals and the sales are going to be. So make sure to check the prices of those things before you just grab something that is eye level. Okay, tip number 7. Go as long as you can in between grocery visits. So studies have shown that the more often you walk into the store, the more that you spend, the more that you buy. So if you can go longer in between stepping foot in the grocery store, you are right there going to save money. So make it at least a week before you go into the grocery store. For me, I only go once every 2 weeks, and I just buy my 2 weeks worth of groceries. And then I don't go I just only go every 2 weeks, and that's how I'm able to stay on my grocery budget of about $400 per month. So make sure to do that. I have a follower who recently messaged me because I had told all my followers that I only go once every 2 weeks, and one follower was kind of skeptical. She's like, "How can you do that? Like with fresh produce?" Which that's another video that I can talk about if you want me to. But she's like, I don't know. But she went ahead and she tried it, and she did her grocery meal plan for 2 weeks. And she went and she bought her groceries, and she was amazed. She was able to do it, and she really did save more money because she wasn't going to the grocery store every week. So it was neat to hear that story that, it worked for another follower. It works for our family. Obviously, you need to do what works for you. Okay, tip number 8. So you want to eat before you go to the grocery store. I know this sounds like, oh yeah, of course, but it's true. Do it before you go to the grocery store. Make sure to eat, because obviously when you get there, you are hungry and everything looks good, and you add more things to your grocery cart. So stick with that tip. Tip number 9 is to use a grocery pickup service. Now these are convenient. It's actually nice. I use it often. But the thing with the grocery store pickup is that one is it will save you money, because for those of you who have a hard time sticking with your grocery list, or sticking with your budget, or you impulse buy, this will help you out a lot, because you'll be at the computer screen and you can add in the things that you need to add into your cart or to your online shopping cart, and only buy the things that you need to buy. And you can see the running total off to the right, and if you get past that $200 amount or $100 amount, whatever it is your grocery budget for the week, you can say, okay, I don't need some of this stuff, and you can like take them off right then. So it really helps you kind of stick with your grocery budget and your grocery list of the things that you need. And you also save time because you're not going to the store and standing in checkout lines, or if the store is really busy, then you're not having to avoid the crowds and stuff like that. So that's a great tip to use a grocery store pickup service. And some of them do cost money, others are free. I usually just use the Walmart one because that's close by us and it is free. Okay, so tip number 10 is to make meals in advance and freeze them. So I've done a video recently about freezer meals, on how to freeze meals, and they are, once you have the freezer meals, like they are lifesavers, especially on busy days. If you know you're gonna have a busy day, get that in the fridge, get your freezer meal in the fridge, and then you'll be able to put it in either the slow cooker or the oven, and it'll be ready later that day. So I will make sure to, for those of you who want, I can share the freezer meal video with you. And I have 7 make-ahead freezer meals that I've shared with a lot of people, so let me know if you would like those. And another tip with the freezer meals is, so if I know that we don't always have time, because it does take a little time to put together the freezer meals and plan them. And if you don't have time, then if you're making dinner and that dinner will freeze well, then double the batch and make 2. And then you can eat one for dinner that night, and then you can freeze the other one. So that's kind of just an easy way. If you're already making it, just double the batch. So anyway, so those are my top 10 tips to save money and save time on your grocery budget. If you have more tips, please share them below with everyone. If you have questions, just message me and let me know if you have any questions. I will answer those. But anyway, thanks so much. I hope this video was helpful, and have a great day. See ya.